I am the Humble Seer.
Hello and welcome to the Humble Seer. So today we're going to do an all cards in the deck read, and this one's going to be titled Your Job is Like High School All Over Again. So yeah, okay, that's the first card that wants to start. So this is going to be about your career, where you're currently working. And if you're not working, it will be where you're getting ready to work. Okay? So let's see what card is going to kick things off. Sad squirrel. Okay, because the sad squirrel is about, people wanting hands on, people wanting. So what I get is you are the focal of any job that you enter. All eyes are going to be on you. All eyes are always on you. You're important. You're probably very attractive. You have a certain aura about you, a certain energy. And the people around you represent the sad squirrel. And the Six of Swords tells us that you have likely traveled or moved on to something new. This is a new environment for you. This is a new job for you. And so this card represents moving away from troubled things. But this job that you're going into or that you're in is the sun. In other words, it's where you're meant to be. This is where you were supposed to land. The sun makes everything all right. The sun makes things better. The sun is the ultimate. So if you're doing well, you're going to do even better. But this card, as you can see, sits in the center of your read because that is the environment that you will find yourself in. Now, it doesn't mean that you won't have Seven of Swords, because you will. Seven of Swords is lies, deceptions, unfair treatment. You get the idea. It's just filled with, things that you don't like. But it's because of the people that surround you. They lie, they're deceptive. Sometimes it's even management. But you are the complete opposite of that. You don't deal with lies and deception. It's not the area, it's not your wheelhouse. It's not your playground. The Seven of Pentacles, or the Six of Pentacles, however, is your wheelhouse, is where you play. You're very generous with your time. You're valued, and the job that you're in or that you're stepping into is prosperous, or it's going to be prosperous. You just don't see it yet. But you represent the Queen of Swords, somebody that speaks the truth. They're intelligent. They're like the King of Swords in this story, but they're just more they have more empathy and kindness, but nevertheless, you are the Queen of Swords. You demonstrate the power. You wield the sword. You create the vibe in the room. It's really about you, like I said at the beginning with the sad squirrel. You're the emperor. You're the boss. You're the one that makes the rules. People come to you. People look up to you. You're amazing. But the environment is still like high school, but you are different in that way. Now, the Hangman comes in and it says that your maturity level is beyond others. Why? Because you have spent a lot of time thinking and pondering things. You spent a lot of time probably as a young person reading, trying to understand people, to the point where you became the high priestess. You're like all knowing. You can read people. You can read body language. You know what people are up to because you went again into that hermit mode. You hung for a while. You came out. You observed. You saw what was happening. And that is what I pick up is at a previous job, right? Where you got your Three of Swords. Now, the Three of Swords is heartache. It's divorce because you divorced that job, you left it. See, you're the kind of person that will pick up and go. You don't have time for nonsense. You don't have time for stupid people doing stupid things. You'll put it to death. You'll put that job to death. You will walk out the door and think nothing of it. You walk out the door and not even have another job. And you think you're suffering, but you're not, because God carries you and God gives you the world. Why? Because you deserve the world. Because you're not like all of these high school people. Their mentality is young. It's stupid. And in any environment that you, the person that's watching this, any environment that you go into, you're going to be the best. I don't care if you're going into a Fortune 50 company. Just because people are directors and executives doesn't mean that you're not smarter than them, because you are. You are so much that you will give people the Five of Cups, sadness, separate. You'll cause anxiety around people that have more power than you. More power than you. I use that term loosely because really you have a lot of power, so much so that you're going to accumulate 10 of Pentacles in this new job because you're just that good. You're just that good. But the Seven of Wands always, always, always wants to come in. You see the depiction on this card, the Seven of Wands? The Seven of Wands is about defiant, but it's also standing your ground. See, you are someone who stands their ground. You stand in truth, and you will take a fool's move. You will leave that job in that place that really gets on your last nerve. The people get on your last nerve. They're not paying you properly, and they know that. But they think you're going to stick around, but you never do. You will continue to go after your Ace of Pentacles because that's how you roll. And your Ace of Pentacles is good fortune. And that's where you're headed. That's where you're headed. You're headed towards your Ace of Pentacles. You're headed towards your Ace of Cups. Good times, fun, good food. You will find great people in this place. But the Eight of Swords is where you have found yourself in so many situations, bound up, unable to be creative, unable to be you, because people don't like the energy that you exude. People try to mess with you in your workplace. Why? Because you are the Three of Pentacles. You have the skill. You're well known. You're talented. You have everything that is needed to be successful. Even before you enter that room, you may not even know anything about the profession that you're stepping into, but once you get in there, you master it in no time, and everybody around you knows that. And so you had the Two of Pentacles at one time where you were just really, it's like you worked hard, but you always had everything that you needed, and you don't recognize that. And I think that you should. You worked hard. There were times that you didn't know if your dog was going to eat. You didn't know if you were going to eat. You struggled, but you kept working because the Eight of Pentacles comes in. It says that is mastery. That is, doing what you do and doing it well. You're very good at your craft. You're also the King of Swords. We started out with the Queen of Swords. The King of Swords has a very high IQ, and you likely do. You're very intelligent. You are a problem solver. You don't go in as a high schooler. You go in as someone with a doctorate in terms of intelligence. But the people around you will always be like high schoolers, but it doesn't matter because you have the Wheel of Fortune. You have what it takes to be successful. You always have. Look back in your childhood and see the type of child you were. You were not like the typical child. You were out there doing your own thing, being creative. And the Seven of Cups is good choices. It's good ideas. It's new projects. And that's what's coming towards you. New projects in a current position, new projects. You're going to get a new job, and it's going to give you your Nine of Pentacles. It's going to give you everything that your heart desires. Why? Because you had to deal with a lot of this. You were in this headspace, but more importantly, the people around you were in that headspace because they didn't know what they were going to do with somebody as intelligent as you, right? And the Six of Cups comes in. The Six of Cups is the past coming back because the people that you left the workplace, those people always want you back. They always reflect on you. At parties, they talk about you. They talk about how hardworking that person that we had was, right? They worked hard. They came in, they didn't have any experience, but they caught on quickly. You're the talk of the town, basically. But they also, at the time, gave you the Five of Wands. They talked about you after you left, how great you were, and even how they didn't like you. But while you were there, you got the Five of Wands, right? You had to defend yourself. You had challenges, obstacles, fights, not necessarily fights because you're not a fighter. You just will be very matter of fact. And people don't like that, but it doesn't matter because your 10 of Cups is here. You are the boss. You're going to oversee those high schoolers. You're going to tell them what time it is. Why? Because good collaborations are coming in for you. You're getting everything that you deserve. The Tower's coming in to shake your foundation and say, here it is. And you're going to be a little concerned and afraid. If you're in a current position, I can't be an executive. Even though I just got done telling you all about yourself, you're still going to be worried and concerned. Can I do this? Yes, you can do it. Why? Because justice is coming in and it's giving you everything that you need to get that job. Not in terms of your intelligence or skill. No, it's just something's going to happen where everything falls into place it has to. Even the people that didn't want you to have something, they're going to be forced to give it to you. They're not going to have a choice. It's that serious, right? And they're going to find you the Two of Swords, brave acts, worthy. They're going to see you as a worthy ally, but they're also going to see you as an opponent. They're also going to see you as someone that they have to go up against because they're fearful of losing what they have. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You walked away from that abandonment. You walked away from those people in that last job or in the current job treating you, like you're nothing, treating you like you're dumb. But you're not. You're the Knight of Swords. You're the Knight of Swords. You come in with confidence. You're quick moving. You're self-assured. This is how you came in initially, but you graduated to the King of Swords, right? Because why? You had all the tools that you needed. You were the magician. You knew everything that you needed, and you put your head down and worked hard, which is why you became the Queen of Pentacles in that job, and why you still are, and why while going forward you will always be the Queen of Pentacles. And the Page of Wands comes in. And they're enthusiastic, they're impulsive, they have something for you. They want to tell you something, but you're hesitant. You're like, well, is this going to give me bad energy in the moon? No, it's not. It's going to give you everything you want. And you're going to be the star the minute you walk in the door, but you're always the star when you walk through the door. And people might pass judgment on you, but it's unfair judgment. They may think you're just a pretty or handsome face. They may think, oh, you're just gorgeous, so you're going to naturally, just get what you want. You're not going to know what to do, but it's the opposite. Yeah, you're beautiful, you're smart, you're intelligent. They don't see that. They see you as a ditz. They see you as somebody that looks good but couldn't possibly perform this job. But think about it. You got the job based on your resume. So your resume has to be impressive. And the Chariot comes in and you run off, you take off and you do the things that you do. Because the Two of Cups comes in and it says, I want to partner with you. I want to show you the love. I want you to know that victory is now yours. Why? Because your resume is impressive. And I don't have to deal with the Five of Swords anymore because my resume says everything. The Five of Swords is a tough card. It's loneliness, it's solitude. And you had to go into that and you've come out of it. And now you have your Three of Wands, which is luck. It's great opportunities. They're all coming your way because you kept the faith. And now the Lovers comes in and it says, hey, I love you. Somebody's coming in. Many of you in that new workplace or in that current workplace, somebody's going to step in and step up and say, I like you. And they're going to be the King of Wands. They're going to be the director of the show. And they're going to be peacocking for you. Why? Because you are their Ace of Wands. You are their exciting times. You are the person that's going to head that creative project. It's you. But when you reflect, you think about Four of Swords and you think about all of the anxiety that you had. Not so much fear, but anxiety about what's coming next. I feel like this. I feel like I'm not going to get what I want. I'm not going to get what I deserve. But see, you are going to get it because you are battle scarred. You did have to come out of that. You did have to learn the truth. And you did. And you gave the truth. And you gave the truth in many places that you go. And the Knight of Pentacles comes in with that offer and it says, okay, so-and-so, I'm going to give you this. This is what's coming for you. But you have to be patient, which you were. You had to be patient. That's past tense. You were patient. You gave your patience and your respect to the place that you work or the place that you're going to work. You're going to give them the respect that's due them, but they're in turn going to give it to you. And people there will see you as the Queen of Cups, very loving, but you have suited up with your armor and you're not going to let people run all over you because the Queen of Wands doesn't allow that. The Queen of Wands is a bad woman, a bad man. They exude strength. Right? They exude, I can do this. I have this. I've got this. Because why? You're the Hierophant also. You have knowledge. You have divine wisdom. You're a teacher. You're intelligent. You're capable. King of Cups is around you and they want to love on you and show you that they made the right choice. But you are not going to be bound and tied to anyone unless you have figured them out and you understand them. Because you have been bound to things and relationships that you should have gotten out of a lot sooner, but it doesn't matter because your happy squirrel comes in and it says, you've won. This is yours. Here's your prize. Here's the sun. Here's what you deserve because of your strength, your fortitude, your willingness to hang in there, and your willingness to give people the benefit of the doubt. You have always done that, almost to your detriment. But the Knight of Cups, they're Prince Charming, and they're going to come in because in that new workplace or in that current workplace, you're going to start turning heads for whatever reason. And you're going to get you're going to turn the head of the King of Pentacles, the person at the top. Why? Because you don't care. You don't care. You're the Four of Cups. You don't care. You're bored with love right now. It's not of any interest to you at this moment in time, but it's going to be. You put down those 10 of Wands when it comes to love. You have gone through the process of getting over things, or you're going through it now. And you're holding on tight to your beliefs. You're holding on tight to what you know is right for you. You're not going to just give up anything. Your Three of Cups is celebration. It's happiness. It's joy. It's happy, happy, joy, joy. And that's what you're going to do in this new job. You're going to provide that for the people. And they're going to see you as the Empress. They're going to see you as beautiful, sultry, sexy, mysterious. And your Knight of Wands, well, they're going to come in and try to crack the code, but they're not going to get in because you're going to see them for what they are. And what they are is a Five of Pentacles, someone that will leave you out in the cold. But it's not important to you because you have all kinds of information coming towards you, all types of questions. People want to know things because you know things, and they're gravitating to you more and more. Your audience will grow. People will respect you. People will be shocked by what you tell them. And you can put down those Nine of Wands because it's over. All of the challenges are over. And now you have your Four of Wands, right? Now you've whittled it down to 4 where you celebrate. You have the happy home. You have the good job. You have the good business even. And the Page of Cups is sweet and kind, and they're around you. They're your confidant. That person either in your current job or your new job is going to come around soon and be your Page of Cups and your Page of Pentacles. They're going to deliver good news. They might be a little gossipy because the Page of Swords comes in and they like to talk a lot, but you're only going to give them what you want. Because at the end of the day, even though your job is like high school all over again, you still get your Nine of Cups.